Awesome. Okay, guys, we're going to have Melissa here. She has been gracious enough to spend a few minutes of her night with us, and I'm super excited. I feel like we kind of all know who she is, but she's a super good trainer. I don't know how to even describe Melissa. I adore her. I love following her. I love the podcast. I love all of her trainings. So I'm excited that everybody is here joining us and she's willing to chat with us. So, Melissa, I'm going to let you take it away right away.
Hey guys. Hey Lacey. Thanks for having me on. Hi Emily. Okay, you guys know this isn't the first time I've done a training call with y'all, and so it's really special. It's such an honor. I just have so much respect for the leadership on this team. And so it really is just a joy. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Melissa Eickenhorst. I am a Diamond Brand Ambassador. Prior to Plexus, I was a classroom teacher, loving my job, but really our family was kind of running out of money before we were running out of month. We were feeling the pinch. I was having to tutor after school, and I was having to take time away from my kids who were so young at the time. They were just babies. And now they're 19, and my daughter is going to be 16 years old this Thursday. So what is happening to my life and my world? But I've been in this industry for a long, long time. And so it really is just special for me to be able to be here with you guys because I have seen the highest highs in this business. Truly, like the pinnacle of success in this industry. I have experienced the lowest lows, the most painful heartbreak, and everything in between. But tonight, you guys, I know that I'm in a room with people. Some of you guys might just be getting started and your belief is just like sky high. Some of you guys are maybe, you've been here for a minute and you've also experienced some really high highs and some really low lows. And maybe you're sitting there and you're just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what comes next for me. I don't know if I'm ever going to get back to where I was. I don't know. You're just kind of out there and the flame is in you because I always say once you see residual income, like you can't unsee it, right? But I just want to pour into you guys tonight. I want to help you guys remember not only why you started, but why you're still here because hey, you're here, you're showing up. And so there's a little bit of spark in you, right? And I want to remind you about your potential, and I want to let you know and I want you to believe that everything that you need to succeed is already within you. And so let's talk about it. Let's dive into how we can refresh our belief, bring back energy and fun, create some momentum that lasts. And I want to start with the mindset and the belief in you. Because if there is one thing that can make or break your business, it is the belief that you have in yourself. And I want to be real with you guys. This is where so many of us get stuck. And maybe some of you guys even got started and your belief was like sky high because you have influence and you were seeing quick success. And it's like you would think that longevity and experience would increase your belief. But sometimes what I found is that the longer we're in the business, if we see that quick success, it's like all of a sudden we were super confident and now we're lacking belief. And you're like, who even am I? Like, I'm this confident person. And now I'm like, I'm struggling and I'm experiencing doubt. And so it really is about that little voice that you guys have inside of you that is asking the question, can I really do this? Like, can I really experience the level of success that my heart desires? And I do believe that if God gives you a vision, he doesn't just like dangle it in front of you to tease you with it, right? He doesn't just dangle it in front of you and be like, ha ha, you have this vision, but it's not for you. Like you can't achieve it. Like I really do believe if you can see it, whatever level of success that is, whether it's $100 for your family or $100 extra thousand at the beginning it was extra $100, but whether it's earning an extra $1,000 for your family, whether it's replacing your income, whether it's the diamond income, like whatever that is, if you desire it inside of you, because it starts with desire, if you desire it, then you absolutely can achieve it. God will make a way. You just have to be willing. And so, the same person who started this business with hope and energy, they are still inside of you. You've grown, you've learned, you've overcome obstacles, you've done so much. And I just want to remind you that now more than ever, you are capable. And so I want to tell you guys what I told my team last night on our kickoff call. If I could create an incentive, like if I were in charge of any incentive for Plexus, it would be the refresh incentive that they have going. Let me tell you why, okay? Can you imagine starting over in your business with the wisdom, knowledge, and experience that you have today? How cool is it that you can actually say today, what's today, the 3rd, right? March 3rd, I'm going to start my business over. If you had that mindset, but you tapped into the confidence that you have based on the experience and knowledge that you now have, and you say, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to restart and I'm going to get that refresh bonus, that silver bonus. And I'm going to re-earn that $100 silver bonus. Literally, if I could create any incentive, it's that one. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Are y'all like me? Are you the type of person that's like, ugh, if only I knew then what I know now? Do you guys do that? I do that with everything. I do that with parenting. I do that with business. I do that with everything. If only I knew then what I know now. And Plexus has created this beautiful scenario where you can put that into action, but you have to decide that you're going to do it. You have to make the decision that you're all in and you're going for it. And you guys can use those bonuses, these restart, refresh bonuses, silver all the way through senior ruby. You can earn them all. So someone today could say, I'm going all in. I'm going to get the silver, the senior silver, and the gold bonuses again all this month before the end of the month. That is possible for you. That is possible for you. And it is crazy to me that if you did that, you would also earn not one, but 2 of the incentives this month. Did you guys know that you can pick 2 of the incentives? So you can get the Apple Watch and the iPad. You can get the red light mask and the iPad. You can, if you said, I'm going to get all those cash bonuses, you are double dipping on the incentives and you can grab 2 of those. And not only that, we're triple dipping because you're going to be getting convention credits for the convention contest as well. So now is the time for you guys to get into the mindset of it's working. I want y'all to type it in the chat. It's working. Okay? The most toxic thought that you can allow to enter your brain in this business, in life, in your health goals, in all areas of your life, is this mindset or belief or thought that what you're doing isn't working. Bad news, stay away from it. As soon as you're thinking that thought, you need to capture that thought and you need to adjust your thinking. The energy that I live in is it's working. I cannot tell, especially when it feels like what I'm doing isn't working. When it's like, I've been posting in my stories. I've been reaching out to people. I've been following up with people. I've been throwing project broadcasts out there. I've been trying to re-engage people. And it doesn't feel like anything's working. I'm telling myself, Melissa, it is working. You might not see it. You might not feel it, but it is working. You have to live, breathe, eat. Like that has to be your energy. Same thing with when you're getting out there, you're reaching for your health goals, you're doing the thing, right? You get on the scale, scale isn't budging, get on the scale isn't budging. Your mind automatically goes to, this isn't working. And then what do you feel when you think that? When you think it's not working, what do you feel? Tell me in the chat. What feeling comes up? Discouraged and doubt, shame, defeat, frustration, that's mine, blah, discouragement, anger, it's disappointed, embarrassed. It's different for everyone. failure. Now imagine trying to work from that place. Defeated, tired, failure, embarrassed, shamed, frustrated, angry. Imagine trying to work your business or stick with your health goals or this applies to everything relationally if that is how you're feeling. How are you going to show up? Are you even going to show up? So you've got to ditch that it's not working. Listen to me. Everything you're doing, every time you post on Facebook, every time you reach out to someone, every time you follow up with someone, every time you get on out of your comfort zone, every time you learn something new and you apply it, every single time it's working. It is working, okay? So one practical tip, something that you guys can do that is tangible. It seems so silly. This is like the kind of thing that when I was in momentum and I was like unstoppable, someone would have told me and I would like rolled my eyes, okay? Well, now I know. Experience has told me something practical that you guys can do is you can write your wins down. It's that I'm winning, it's working mentality. The new customer that said thank you, the team member that had a breakthrough, maybe the fact that you even just showed up on this Zoom today, right? Like, this is a win. Remind yourself of the evidence that you are moving forward and that you are making an impact, okay? So that is my first tip for you guys that I think is so, so huge. I want you this month, everything you're doing is working because it is. It actually is. Like, as long as you're growing and increasing your skill set and you're being consistent, everything you're doing, that effort and that consistency is going to compound, okay? Now, that's you. That's belief in you. That's the me mindset. Now let's talk about the business mindset, okay? Because how many of you guys have been here for a hot minute? I want you guys to understand that this industry, this business model, it is not a trend. It is a proven path to freedom and legacy. Ask me how I know. I'm living it. My friends are living it. My family is living it. This is not just a flash in the pan. This isn't something cool that came around in 2013 and now we're in 2025. No, the industry of network marketing has been here for a long time. This is a business model. It's not a trend, okay? And unlike traditional businesses that can rise and fall with market trends or economic shifts, network marketing has a history of enduring success. And often it thrives when other industries struggle, okay? So I'm building your belief in this industry right now because I always say belief in yourself, belief in the industry, belief in the products. You have to have, and then really belief in your company, which I think aligns with the business and the products. But let's talk about network marketing. It's been around for nearly a century. Some of the earliest companies are still thriving today, which is a testament to the strength and adaptability of this business model, okay? Trends and products might change, but the foundational principle of sharing and recommending products through relationships, that has remained constant and effective. So we're not going anywhere, you guys. Next, residual income. Hello, you guys know what that is, so I'm not going to school you on that. But I am going to say that I always say if people knew, if your friends and family knew what residual income was, truly the difference between a traditional job and trading time marketing and the residual income that it could bring, if your family knew about it, if your friends knew about it, they would run through a brick wall to create it. So my question for you is, do they? Do they know about it? Have you told them about it? Or are you just kind of posting vaguely out there and talking about it and making it look good and beautiful and like it's the best thing ever? Or have you talked to them about this compensation plan and what residual income is? Listen, if your goal, you guys, is to be a solid emerald, or if your goal is to go diamond, and if you have not talked to someone about what residual income is, the words, we are building a residual income, let me tell you what that means. If those words have not come out of your mouth in the last 30 days, write that down because that's something you can be doing that can change the trajectory of your business. Are y'all with me? That can be the thing. Like, that can be the one takeaway that you're like, okay, that's the thing that I'm going to actually apply from this Zoom that is actually going to grow my business. Did you guys know that our industry has this recession resistant nature? Like, historically, network marketing businesses have shown a lot of resilience in economic downturns, which I feel like we're about to like thrive, like we are coming into, I'm so excited about where we're going and where the economy is going. But there's so much comfort in that. Like, think about when the recession happens, like the brick and mortar businesses that go under, or think about just the brick and mortar businesses that are going under, even when things are good. And we are in an industry that is built on timeless principles. It's about relationships. It's about community. Look around. This is so special. Look at the people that are on the Zoom, and that is the heart of network marketing, is connection. And people have always valued personal recommendations and trusted relationships, and they always will. So if you are doubting, if you're like, there's this affiliate marketing out there, which, by the way, me and Rebecca have a podcast on network marketing versus affiliate marketing. If you guys haven't listened to that one over on the Ambition Coalition, it's a short one. Go give that one a listen, because that's going to give you so much more confidence in where you're at. But I just don't want you guys to take for granted Plexus. Now, we're a bunch of you guys on the cruise. Like, if you're coming off the cruise, you're like, girl, I got it. Like, I saw it. I saw Tarl was there. I saw Alec. I saw Jean. Like, we saw the executive team. It was so fun. You're coming back and you're like, Plexus is the best. But some of you guys weren't on that cruise, okay? And you were watching that cruise and you're like, oh, I didn't earn it. And you're kicking yourself and you're being hard on yourself. And I don't want you to, because there's more incentives coming. There's more leaders retreat. We're going to launch the next leaders retreat at convention this year, right? And so there's always something exciting for you to be looking forward to. And if you didn't earn that one, then make it a non-negotiable that you earn the next one, okay? And then I just want to remind you guys that you bring something so special to this business that no one else does. Like, it's your story, it's your voice, it's your influence that matters. So it's every product that is shared, every story that is told, every bit of encouragement, all of that adds up. You, Brittany and Lauren and Ashley and Gina and Lily and Tiffany and Sarah, hey Sarah, and Angie and Amy and Holly, you are the difference maker. So look at the ripple effect that you've already created, the people, the lives that you have impacted, the people you've helped, the transformations that you've witnessed. Your impact goes far, far beyond probably even what you've seen. And there are probably people out there, you guys, that are watching, waiting, that you've impacted. You don't even have a clue. You don't have a clue what you showing up consistently with positive energy, when you're giving people hope for the future, and you're doing it with your flair, like your personality, your conviction. You have no idea what that is doing in the lives of other people. And so I just want to, in closing, y'all, this month's incentive is wild. It is so wild. But I want you not to look at it as just like a prize for you to earn. I want you to look at it as powerful tools to create momentum, okay? So use this incentive as a conversation starter. So something like, if I could show you how to earn an amazing like an iPad or Apple Watch or whatever you want to say, or a luxury wellness tool. You can say like a fun tech gadget or a luxury wellness tool just by helping a few people get started on their health journey? Would you want to learn more? Your job, you guys, is we overcomplicate it. It's just to talk to people. It's just to get into conversations. That's it. You're just looking for every opportunity to get into a conversation with someone. And so I would love for you guys, like, okay, how many people are here? 53 people are here, and probably a handful more will watch the recording. I would love for you guys to make a collective goal. Imagine what it would feel like if your whole team hit this incentive together. What type of energy and excitement and enthusiasm would that bring? I just did a masterclass for my team with Rebecca. I literally jumped off that Zoom and jumped on this one. And we were talking about what are the things that create momentum. And you want to know what I think the number one thing, one of the number one things, it's energy. But what creates that energy and excitement is when you're all rowing together. It's that no man left behind mentality. Y'all, what would happen? Let's do the math right now, okay? Let's just do the math. And let's just, y'all imagine with me, there's 53 people on this call. If you all helped 6 people, that would be 318 people added to this team. What if there was a way? I mean, Emily, this is, maybe you're like, no, this would be the worst idea ever. But like, I started sharing because my sponsor added me to a team page, okay? And on that team page, I saw all these people being welcomed. And I was like, oh my gosh, people are doing this thing. Lots of people are doing this thing. And then I saw people winning. I saw people ranking up. There were lots of rank ups at that time. So even if you guys don't have like a team page where you're like welcoming everybody, what if for the month of March, because I don't know what you guys do, Emily, if you don't do that, what if you had like a thread where you're like, welcome, March VIPs. And every time you like added them to, I don't know, or maybe you guys do that in smaller chats or however you do that. But how can you leverage, because your team, y'all are about to add 318 people this month. Like what? Y'all are about to add 300, and there's going to be silvers popping off because you can add 3 and help someone go silver, right? And you can earn the incentive that way as well, or you can add 6. Imagine the enthusiasm and the excitement and the energy that would bring to your team. And then people are seeing like graphics for earning incentives, and that's the kind of thing that makes someone new. Because next month, we don't want 53 people on this call. Like, if y'all do this every week, or like if you do this a month from now, if you're really doing it, next month, there will be more people because you're bringing in new people that are going to want to come on this Zoom. So that's what we're looking for. So you guys, it's just the daily habits that build momentum. Consistency is the secret. I mean, I always say there is no secret, but if there was, it would be the consistency. It's like you don't have to do everything, but you have to do something every single day. So what is that thing that you're going to do to move your business forward? Not to make you feel like you're working, but to actually move your business forward. What is that thing? Even if it's like 15 minutes of intentional action, that can create amazing, amazing momentum. And I want you guys to be writing down your wins of the day. Whatever that is, positive energy, that's what we're going for. Celebrate your progress, not just the finish line in March, and it has the potential to be huge. So I want to ask you guys, last question, what is one thing you'll do in the next 24 hours to reignite your belief, energy, and momentum? You guys share it in the chat because I would love to see, what are you committed to? Posting about the incentives, writing down your wins. I love it. So good. Writing down your wins, share the business with someone, share what residual income is. Love that you did a reel, Emily. Send more messages. Good. So good, guys. Welcome new people. Go cast vision for a dream teamer. Awesome. I'm so proud of you guys. And I cannot wait for Emily to message me on April 1st to tell me, Melissa, you're never going to believe it. Our team made a collective goal to all add 6 people and triple dip on the incentives. And we added 318 people this month. And I'm going to be so proud of y'all when she messages that to me. I cannot wait. And it won't be an April Fool's message. That's right. That's right. I love it. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, Melissa. That was so good. So the one thing that I love that you said that is going to stick with me is that that same person is still inside of you. That like when we started, those of us that have been here a while, the same person is still inside of you. I love that. That's my favorite thing you said.
Aw,
Does anybody have any questions for Melissa?
I want to say one thing, well, two things, Melissa. Just dear, you are so dear to me and to this team. She did a team call for us maybe in 2019 on failing forward, and it was one of my favorite team calls that we've ever had. So I'll share that again in our team page. But one of the things that you said, Mel, was you just made a comment about how we get to give hope to people. And real quick story, I don't know if some of you guys heard this. We had Lisa McVeigh come and be a guest speaker a year or so ago, and she shared about how one of her friends was sharing about Plexus on social media. And Lisa, who is now an Emerald, she never once commented. She, kind of made fun in her mind, but she said that friend who is constantly sharing about Plexus was actually, without even knowing, giving Lisa hope for her future. And now here she is as a jewel. And so I just want that to be a reminder for us, just piggybacking off of what Melissa said, of we probably have a lot of people who are watching and not commenting. And then we get in our heads and we tell ourselves these stories. Well, don't tell yourself that negative story. Tell yourself the story of like, what kind of hope am I putting out there for people? What kind of value am I adding to people? Because what I'm sharing, what I have to offer, does bring so much hope and it does bring such beauty and such freedom. And so, kind of going off of what she was talking about with the mindset thing, too, of like, if you're operating your business out of this defeat and discouragement and negativity, like that's not going to breed beautiful things. Just the same as with our mindset when we're posting and having those thoughts, like post with the thought and operate with the thought of like, this is offering hope to people as it's brought to me. So, Melissa, I loved every single thing that you wrote or that you shared. Thank you so much. And if you guys don't know about her Ambition Coalition, I know we promote it all the time within our team, but go and listen to her Ambition Coalition. She and Rebecca Folks, two dear friends of ours, they just have so much wisdom for what we get to do here. I'm not meaning to monopolize, Lacey. You just keep going. But thank you so much, Melissa. This was so good.
aw, thanks, Emily.
So good. If anybody has anything they want to ask or say to Melissa, speak now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, we thank you so much, Melissa. This was so good. I remember that call. I remember exactly where I was sitting. Like I remember the room I was in because I remember thinking, this is so good. And I was new. Like I was like pretty brand new. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like so good. So yeah, thank
It,
you.
it's totally a mindset. Like
Mhm.
our the world tells us different. Like avoid failure at all costs. Avoid failure at all costs. Like stay away from it. And it just keeps us safe and in our comfort zone when really we should be pushing ourselves to the limit of failure. And so some of you guys are thinking like, "Oh my gosh, she just challenged me to add 6 people this month." Like there's no way. Like there's absolutely no way that I could do that. And I just want to say, like, you go all in, all out for that goal. You go all in, all out. Like it's happening. You decide today that you're helping 6 people this month. And if you fall short and add 3, holler, like, yes, girl, good job. But if your goal is just to like kind of show up today, maybe you will, maybe you won't, then maybe you add 1. Like you're not reaching the limit of what's possible if you're not going for a big goal. And I'm just like, you guys can set micro goals. This is actually what I believe. Actually believe that every single person on this Zoom, how many people are we? We're at 51 people still. So we have 51 people. I actually believe that in the next 24 hours, like by 9 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, every single person on this Zoom could add one VIP. I actually really do believe that. That's like a micro goal, like something that's like, and it puts you, if you did that on the 4th, on March 4th, if you added one person on March 4th, like your only goal tomorrow is to find a customer. So you're doing anything and everything you can to find a customer. Nothing, y'all, I don't even care if you brush your teeth tomorrow. Your only goal, what you're doing tomorrow is you're finding a customer. That's it. You can do it by 9 p.m. tomorrow. If you did that on March 4th, do you realize what would be happening in your brain and the momentum that that would put you in at the very beginning of the month to make this month amazing?
Yeah.
Right? It's going to change your brain if you get it done right away. You're going to be like, it's possible. It's working. I can make a decision and sit down and I can decide that in the next 24 hours, I'm going to add a customer and I did it. And it's going to change your whole month. Now, worst case scenario, you don't do it, but you decide tomorrow you are finding that customer and you do everything you can to find that customer tomorrow. It doesn't happen, but it's working. You've gotten in conversations, you shared on social, you have people to follow up with. Like it's working. Everything you're doing is working. So maybe it's not in the timeline that you think, which I think you can, but if not, it is working. And so it's going to still create this momentum that's going to push you forward. And so you guys, like this is the time. This is the time to reignite that belief and that fire and to move into action because March will be our biggest month. It'll be our biggest incentive of the year, probably. Maybe Plexus will bust out with something cool like around the holidays, but this will be our biggest month incentive. And March sets the tone for the whole rest of the year. The business builders, like the potential VIPs that are going to become sharers, a lot of them are going to get started this month because we're going to be in company momentum. And sorry, I'm going off again. I just don't want it to be April 1st and for you guys to look back at the month of March and say, dang it. Because you know what you're going to say to yourself? You're going to say, I could have done it. I could have done it. How many of you guys that didn't earn the cruise, right? You look back and you're like, I know I could have. I didn't, but I could have. I could have. I know that I could have. I do not want you to come to April 1st and be like, I just felt so good in my comfort zone and I just wanted to stay right in my comfort zone. And because of that, I just protected myself so much that I didn't reach my highest potential and impact and change the lives that I could have potentially impacted because you felt so safe in your comfort zone, right? Like get out now, like right now. And tomorrow, get in those conversations, make it your goal to sign a customer by the end of the day and watch what happens to your month.
So good. You guys, there's been a theme among our last, I don't know how many calls, but like just bringing that energy. Melissa, you always have such great energy. Like I'm always so inspired after hearing, no matter what, you could probably talk about like tomato soup and I'd be fired up about it, but that's so good. All right. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing all of that. We so appreciate you. You guys check out her and Rebecca's podcast. It's really good. Um, but yeah, thank you, Melissa. We appreciate this so much.
Thanks, guys. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Everybody else, I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna go through kind of the months, like what's happening this month.
And stay on because the winner will be announced at the end. So don't get off. The winner
Yeah,
will
you
be
guys,
announced at the end.
we had over 50 people. How awesome is that? Okay. I gotta remember how to do this. There it is. Okay. Share. Ooh, got a lot going on here. Okay. Um, gotta move you guys. Can't see. I you guys can see this, right? I know it's showing a bunch of things, but okay. We just heard from Melissa, obviously. Okay, we're gonna go through like recognition and all that stuff, and then we'll talk about the calendar a little bit too. But so top enrollers for February, Brianna Johnson and Kelsey's team is on fire. Brenna, who is on the call or was on the call if she's not still on, added four. Abby's team is on fire. Lily, Abby, Dana, Kimmy, and Stephanie all were the top enrollers for the month. Oh, you guys, sorry. Okay. We had two rank ups in February, again from Brianna's team because she's just been on fire. Kelsey ranked up to senior silver. Brenna ranked up to silver. Two new people that are really excited sharing. I'm so excited for them. Um, okay, so you guys, our incentive this month is really exciting. You guys have probably already seen it by now. We've shared a little bit in Rising Jewels. The Apple iPad is up for grabs, the Apple Watch, and a red light mask, which I saw somewhere that that red light mask is like a $600 mask. Like you guys, like Plexus is, they go all out with their prizes and incentives. Like I'm so impressed by this. But to earn this, you can help six friends, so six level ones, and they have to have at least 100 PV or more, or help three level ones and then also develop a silver with that. And so, and you can earn up to two of these prizes. So you could pick an iPad and a red light mask or however you want to do it. Um, but I think that's really exciting. Like Melissa said, this is probably going to be our biggest month of incentives. So I think this is a perfect thing to be sharing about. Whether you're like in a post or like your messages. I think that's so good. Um, Okay, I was going to show the referral bonuses. These I know have been floating around in the threads a little bit too, but this is the fast start earnings. You guys, if you have new people that are just getting started, like show them these numbers because I know at least for me, when I was starting out, it really helped to like just see like the possibility, right? It always helps to kind of have a goal or like to have a like a, oh, I could really do that. Like I just think it's very like I don't know, enticing or very just makes it real to people, I think, to see some of the numbers and what's available to them. And then we still have the fast start refresh bonuses going on. Those will go on until May 31st. But like Melissa said, it like you can earn, they stack. So you could earn all of those, up until now, basically. So silver, senior, silver, gold. Um, You guys probably saw on the leaders retreat, they introduced a new flavor, watermelon lychee. Yeah, Emily's got the watermelon. So everybody on the ship got samples delivered to our room, and I think they're really good. I actually am not a huge watermelon fan, but I really like this flavor. Like it's really good. It's sweet, but it's really good, I think. So, I can't see the chat, so if you guys have anything to say about that, speak up. But um, and then it's free shipping also right now, just for any new people until the 14th. I don't know that I had that in here anywhere, but great thing to share about new flavor. We also are still working towards our convention. It's this thing says double convention credits. It's not double credits this month. I used an old thing, but the convention is this June. If you guys have people that are interested, like get them to convention. On all of our trips, like whether it's leaders retreat or convention or whatever, like they're so belief building and life giving. And if you have anybody that's interested at the slightest, like make sure they know that this isn't an earned thing. Convention is for like anyone, everyone. So that contest is happening now. It'll go through April. And then,
Hey,
oh,
Lacey, can I say one thing about
yes,
convention too?
please
I know
do.
some people know this story, but I just want to reiterate. So Marian Anderson, who is a double diamond, she has a huge team. She had her mom come to convention, not this last year, but the year before. Her mom had done, Mary Kay or something in years past, but she wasn't interested in doing plexus. She's older, she's a grandma, she just wasn't interested in that until she came to convention. I think maybe she had come to convention to help Marianne, like with her kids or something. But when she was at convention, she caught that vision of what it could be. And then within a year, she went emerald. So, so cool. And so many people are within driving distance of Dallas, or, the flights aren't too expensive to get down there. And so, if there are people that you really believe in, even if they're not a customer of yours, even if they are saying no, like have them come with you to Dallas. Just have them check it out. Pay for their room, pay for their hotel, or their ticket. If that is an extra cost that you can't, endure, then get in touch with me or your Jewel, and maybe one of us would be willing to pitch in a little. But I really do believe that this is something that could be so life changing for so many people. So really be thinking through that. Don't limit to just your current customers or your current business builders. Really think outside of the box with that one.
Yeah, and the I didn't put on here what all the prizes were for like the convention contest, but they're really cool prizes. There's lots of cash. There's like a VIP experience to like one of the bars, or like a I don't know what I can't remember what it was called. But it sounded really fun, like just another Plexus party, of course. They always go all out. And I think like one of the top things was like um custom like cowboy boots or a hat and stuff like that. So like just such fun things to like work towards. Um I don't know why my picture's not working, but this slide was just about the Move It March challenge that we're doing. I've had some people that are like, "Oh, it's so fun to invite people to something and just for accountability and another thing to just keep people motivated and going and consistent with their supplements and just adding value to them, right?" And so the Move It March challenge is going to start on the 10th, so that's next Monday, and it'll go, I think it's a 14-day challenge. I think it goes to the 23rd. And then after that, there's like an optional reset group that they'll do in there. So they'll walk people through the reset. Um, but as long as they have an order in March, I think they're really going to focus on like some protein recipes, taking your supplements for accountability, and then movement. Um, so invite that. Like if you want to be part of that group, there is a post in Rising Jewels with the Facebook page link. So you can join the group there. Um, Otherwise let me know and I'll try to add you. Um, but that's what's happening with that. And then I mean, we still have like we've been doing every Monday night, there's the Meet Plexus Opportunity Call that happens right before our team call and accountability group. So that's at 7 Mountain Time, 8 Central Time. And then every Thursday is the product call. So same time, 7 Mountain, 8 Central Time. So get your new people on these calls or your potentials on these calls because they've been really good. Like I've been able to log into several of them and they're really good. Couple other things like there's free shipping right now until March 14th. They don't need a code. It just, as long as they have a 100 PV order, it should take it off in their cart. We talked about the enroll and earn incentive. So add 6 and you can pick a prize or add 3 and develop a level 1 silver. And then we kind of talked about the Move It March challenge too. So does anybody have any questions about anything, the calendar, or like confusion about what the incentives are and all that good stuff? We have accountability group every Monday night too, obviously. Yeah, anybody have any? I'm going to stop my share so I can actually see everybody.
Lace, Gina asked about the products that are required for the Walk It Move It. I don't remember what the exact is. Do
You
you know?
know, I feel like in the post I read, I think they're going to focus on like slim, hydrate, active. But I've also like I think as long as they have an 100 PV order, it didn't I don't think there was really a requirement. I think it was just as long as they had a, 100 PV order. But it seemed like in the post their focus was going to be more the slim hydrate. I think they want to really promote the new hydrate flavor. Um and then pair that with slim and active. So that's what I know. Um, Yeah, that's a good idea, Kylie, to connect with your older customers because it's always good to get them more involved. What else did I miss in the chat? Anything? Anything you need to add, Em?
Well, we're going to announce the winner that I drew, but I do want to take a second. I loved what Melissa said about having a collective goal as a team. And I know we have right here 48 people, and so it's going to be really hard for me to like calculate what everyone's wanting to do. Um, I say my thought, my hope is, and I don't want to like downplay what she said with the 318 new ads, but my goal for our team is to have 200 new ads. I think that is so possible. How do you guys feel about that as a team, having a goal of 200 ads, 200 new customers? And I really liked what she said about like having your thread, whether that's, your team chat or a new chat that you create or just some of your sideline sisters where you guys are sharing your wins every single day, you're sharing your goals, you're staying on that accountability, and then we're just cheering each other on. Do you guys feel like 200 ads is a good amount? Oh, look at you, Gina. Look at you, girl. I'm so proud of you. So 3 to 4 ads per person. And that's just who's on the call right now, 48 people. We have more people who aren't able to be on here. All right, we're gonna do that. And if we hit the 200 ads, then your Jules and I are having a brainstorming call tomorrow. So maybe we'll do something fun, like some fun celebratory way to just do this as a team, celebrate the 200 mark that we reach, and yeah, start planning out now, like how you're going to stay accountable. And again, like putting into play what your goals are so that way you're not just kind of like flailing about. Like be serious about what your goals are. Last thing I'll share is Kanye's husband asked me this past weekend on the cruise, like, how can I support Kanye more? And one of the things that I said to him, and take this for what you will, one of the things I said to him was, this business is amazing, but it can be hard because we only have what, 8 ranks within the company. And so it's like we're working day in, day out. And there are only like 8 little thresholds that we can get to that create like this big fun celebration. And that's a big, few and far between. Like there's a lot of time that goes between those rank ups. And so I said sometimes that monotony can be hard. And so I encourage them to sit down as a couple. This is for you guys too. Sit down as a couple or yourself with your power partners and write out what your goal is. And then every single week, like you touch base with one another and then celebrate those wins. So I said to Kanye's husband, Ty, like when she adds her 3, when she hits that goal, then you take her out for a fun celebratory dinner or get her a massage or a pedicure or, coffee date or whatever. Like celebrate those small wins, just like Melissa was saying, but have people in it with you so you don't feel alone, you don't feel isolated, and celebrate your consistency, celebrate your wins. All right, you guys ready for the winner? Just did a random drawing and I will put it in the mail. But the winner is Dayanita. Way to go, you guys. I'm so proud. When I saw 53 people on the call, I had tears in my eyes. We have hope that we're offering. Lacey, thank you so much for coordinating this. Love you guys so much. Excited for what is to come. You guys are the very best. Dayanita, I'll get that in the mail to you in the next couple days. Bye, you guys. Oh, if you're on book study with me, stay on this call. Book study with me, how to win friends and influence people. Love you guys so very much.